as I watch the world come to a stop from the pandemic, while at the same time overt racism became the new norm in America. I sometimes get mad at myself. I hated the realization that everything around me was out of my control. Nothing was progressing at my speed. And yet, when I look through the lens of Ignatian spirituality, these events substantially help me to develop a more patience, to trust in God. As a religious who had taken a vows of obedience, before 2020, the words wait or not yet often caused me internal conflict. I wanted tasks to be accomplished at my speed, which meant now. In 2020, however, I was forced to learn patience. I gained confidence in God's timing, for I had no choice but to wait and trust. As it says in the gospel today, the kingdom of God is like a mustard seed that, when it is sown in the ground, it is the smallest of all the seeds on the earth. Seeds start small and they cannot be buried. There is nothing we can do but wait for them to grow into something visible, something green and life-giving. I call this mustard seed spirituality one of trust and patience. These insights bring me into a deeper connection with Ignatian spirituality, which articulates trust as a new paradigm that leads to spiritual growth. In Ignatian spirituality, I have found a way to not only cope with the current world challenges, but also to grow from them. You may be asking, but why begin here? What can Ignatian spirituality say about trust and patience in this time of COVID and Black Lives Matter? With patience and trust, as I've pondered that questions, I've realized one thing. Ignatian spirituality is built on possibility. Ignatius of Loyola left us lessons in discernment, courage, understanding, and action. His voice travels across cultures, centuries. It is a voice we desperately need now, because it is a voice of patience and trust. As the great Teilhard de Chardin said, above all, trust in the slow works of God. This spirituality I have learned during this difficult time has helped me to renew my faith in God, as I have come to trust in the slow works of God. It has expanded my understanding of Ignatian's teaching, opened me up to a larger conversation that empowers me to love and hope in a new way. Today, when the sin of racism and a healthcare crisis have damaged America's identity, we are invited to trust in the slow work of God.